Hello everyone, welcome to RKC Online Social Studies class. Today I am back with another learning video, our chapter number 4, Temperature Zones of the World. We will learn about basic difference between the climate and weather, the factors influencing the climate, and different temperature or heat zones. So let's get started. Weather and climate. Have you ever observed that why we feel hot and sweaty on some days and cool and comfortable on other days? Well, this is because the weather of a place changes every single day. During certain months in a year, the type of weather and sunlight reaching the earth changes. Means every season the sunlight changes its position, and that is why we have different seasons. We have studied also in the previous chapter that the movement of the earth around the sun causes seasons. India experiences all the major seasons, namely summer, winter, monsoon, autumn and spring. The weather conditions prevailing in a large region over a long period of time are collectively known as the climate of the region, meaning the weather conditions of the place over a period of time means for about 30 to 35 years at least, and then that weather conditions collectively is known as the climate of the place. Factors like latitude of the region, distance from the equator and distance from the sea, altitude, temperature, wind direction, pressure, humidity and amount of rainfall affects the climate of a place. Climate varies across the world as some regions experience hot and wet climate while the other regions have dry and cold climate, meaning every place across the world never experience the same type of climate. All the places on the earth are not cold or hot at the same time. Now let us find out what is the basic difference between the climate and the weather. Climate is what you expect, whereas weather is what you get. The average weather conditions of a particular region is known as the climate of that place, whereas the condition of the troposphere at a particular time and place changes from day to day, meaning the atmospheric condition of any place changes from time to time, and that is why even in the news channels they show us weather forecast and not the climate forecast. Understood? This is the difference between the climate and weather. Now let us find out what are the factors affecting climate. The climatic pattern of no two places on the earth are the same. Means on this earth there are no places which has same type of climate at the same time, and that is why the scientists study several factors in order to understand the climatic trend of a place. The climate of a place is influenced by different factors like latitude, altitude, distance from the sea, humidity and direction of the wind. Let us start with latitude. Latitude of a place and tilt of the earth determines the amount of sunlight it receives. Means due to the tilt of the earth and the latitudinal position of the earth, the sun rays received are different at different places. Now let us understand the latitudinal position with an example of two different places. Due to latitudinal location, say Antarctica, it stays frozen throughout the year and the climate there is cold and dry. Whereas the tropical rainforest stays wet and hot, means The tropical rainforest receive the direct rays of sun, and so they are hot and humid, and due to lot of heat it receives lot of rain as well. Their climate are different because the amount of sunlight they receive is also different. The places near the equator get more sunlight compared to the places near the Arctic Circle. That is because of the curvature of our planet Earth. Let's talk about altitude. Altitude refers to the height of a place above sea level. As you know, the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. So, the places which are located at higher altitudes are cooler than the places located at the lower altitudes, that is, near the plains or at sea level. For example, Darjeeling is 2045 meters above the sea level and it is cooler than Kolkata, which is at the sea level. Distance from the sea. Places near the sea are neither very hot nor very cold, whereas those far from it have extreme climates. In summer, land heats up faster and warms the air above it. This warm air rises, making way for cooler air from above the sea to flow in. In winter, the sea remains warm because it loses heat slowly. Sea breeze occurs at daytime while land breeze occurs at night. This is how sea breeze keeps places near the sea warm in winter and cool in summer. Now let us learn about the other factor affecting climate, that is humidity. Humidity is the amount of moisture or water vapor present in the air. High humidity makes human beings uncomfortable because perspiration does not dry up immediately. Places near the sea experience high humidity because a large amount of evaporation takes place from the sea. This is why coastal areas such as Chennai and Mumbai are very humid. Let's know about winds. Winds also have an effect on the climate of a place. Depending on the place of origin of the wind, it may be either hot or cool. Winds blowing in from the sea carry moisture and are cool, while winds blowing in from the desert are hot. We learnt about some factors that affect the climate of a place. Now let us learn about the temperature zones. The temperature zones are determined by the amount of sunlight received by a region. Since the earth is shaped like a sphere, different parts of the earth receive different amounts of sunlight. Based on the intensity of heat received from the sun by a particular place, the earth has been divided into three temperature or heat zones: the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. The important latitudes help in explaining these zones. Students, now let us learn each zone in detail. To begin with, we will first learn about the torrid zone. The torrid zone is also known as a hot zone, means it is the hottest zone on the surface of the earth as it receives the direct rays of the sun. This zone extends from the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, to Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree south. This zone has a tropical climate since it receives sunlight throughout the year. There is not much difference between the summer and the winter seasons here. But as we move away from the equator, the seasons become more distinct, means it becomes different. Students, let us learn about the other zone, that is the temperate zone. The temperate zone is divided into two depending on its location. The North Temperate Zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north and Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, while the South Temperate Zone lies between the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. The places in these zones have moderate climate, that is, they are neither too hot nor too cold. These zones receive slightly slanting rays of the sun and thus they are comparatively cooler than the places lying in the torrid zone. The summer and winter seasons are very distinct here. The days are longer in summer while nights are longer in winter. Let us learn about the third zone of the earth, the frigid zone. The frigid zone is divided into the North Frigid Zone extending from the Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north to the North Pole 90 degree and the South Frigid Zone extending from Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees south to the South Pole 90 degrees south. The frigid zones are extremely cold throughout the year due to the slanting rays of the sun. The areas beyond Arctic Circle have daylight for 6 months and have darkness for 6 months. And this is because of the tilt of the axis. Students, now let us do a short recap about our learning. We learnt about the difference between climate and weather. There are 5 factors affecting the climate of a place. The most important factor which determines the temperature zones is latitude or distance from the equator. There are 3 temperature or heat zones. The torrid zone extends within the tropics and is very hot. The temperate zone has a moderate climate. And lastly, the frigid zone is the coldest zone of the earth. Students, I hope I have been able to reach out to each one of you. Let us sum up the whole learning through a mind map. As always, I want you all to make the mind map in your notebooks. It will help you remember today's learning very easily. I'll be sending the PDF or the picture of mind map in our WhatsApp group. Please do it with complete sincerity. I will be back very soon with another learning video. Till then, thank you and stay safe.